toxic masculinity.
Democrat tweet KKK hood at Candace Owens.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read this, but this sounded pretty vicious. Okay, so a leftist white male running for Congress tweets KKK hood to Candace Owens and gets slapped back as being a racist. Well, naturally, yeah. I mean, honestly, what are you doing? Like, what is wrong with the left now?
Chris, if you voted for Trump, you're not black.
Remember that. Yeah. You ain't black. You ain't black
ain't
is
black.
the term, yeah. Let's have a look here. A left-wing male running for U.S. Congress. Well, I doubt he's going to win now. It's just like how to ruin your congressional candidacy in one easy step. Okay, a left-wing white male running for U.S. Congress responded Tuesday to a Twitter post from a conservative commentator, Candace Owens, by tweeting an image of a Ku Klux Klan hood at her. Wow. Talk about being out of touch. All right, let's see here. Oh, he's acting like this is her Klan hood, like she's a member of the Klan. So he wrote.
That's ridiculous.
So she had written, the number one violent offenders against black people and are other black people. The number one violent offenders against Asian Americans are also black people. I love Candace Owens. But both Black Lives Matter and Asian Lives Matter are campaigns dedicated to stomping out white supremacy because clown world. That's so true. That's such a great point. And then this guy writes, yikes, you may have dropped this, suggesting that she is somehow a kind of white supremacist Ku Klux Klan.
I missed one super chat from Frank James.
Oh, sorry.
So bad.
Wait. Okay. All right. Don't let us finish the article. Just
no, because I feel so bad that I missed a super chat.
All right. Go for it.
Archie Bunker on gun control. Visionary. Did I?
Well, I don't know what Archie Bunker said about gun control because I never watched All in the Family. But Archie Bunker was a crotchety old man, conservative, hated hippies, and the guy who played him, I think, was a bit of a leftist. And Rob Reiner, who plays the hippie son, ended up being a powerful director who is like a total leftist a-hole. But the show at the time, I think, did attempt. It was more of a leftist show, but I think it did attempt to portray some ideas from the conservative world as somewhat reasonable, even though he was sort of the butt of most of the jokes. It was sort of like Frasier was kind of like that as well, where the dad was far more of a more pragmatic person, and then the sons were more of these sort of like highfalutin city folk, and then the dad often just made the sons look like idiots, even though they were like super high IQ types. But yeah, Archie Bunker. I should watch more All in the Family. That's apparently a very good show, but I never really watched it. All right, let's have a look at this. So it says, what are the details? On her Monday tweet, Owens, a black woman. Okay, well, I already read the tweet. Let's see here. Brutal backlash. Brutal backlash. Soon O'Mara, who's apparently Irish, Soon O'Mara, who subsequently claimed Owens is recycling explicitly white supremacist arguments, which she totally isn't. What she's saying is just true. I don't understand why it's a white supremacist argument if you just state statistics. I hate it when they do this.
Statistics are racist.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, math is racist. Okay. Statistics are racist. Exactly.
Math is racism. Yeah. Statistics are racism.
Okay, my mistake. I'm so sorry. Let's see here.
Hashtag Muslim Lives Matter. That's going to be the next movement.
And then it says that O'Mara was feeling the heat from Twitter users, including Owens herself. When one commentator wrote of O'Mara, pretty sure this is a hate crime in California, Owens offered the following observation. So then she wrote back, pretty sure a white man dropping a Klansman hood off to target a black woman is a hate crime everywhere. I wonder if I could file a police report against him in California. I love that. Let's see here. Another user answered Owens, I sure as hell would. It's definitely a hate crime. God, what the hell is going on? It's weird. Like, these leftists are like so lost, like they're delusional. They're so lost in their own world of fantasy that they're just unable to see the world as it is. They really are delusional. They used to call it Trump derangement syndrome, but we can't call it that anymore because Trump's gone. So what is it? It's just like...
You can still call it the same.
You can, but I just would call it pure delusion, I think. Others express similar sentiments. These are various comments people have made. You seriously just tweeted this to a black woman? One commenter added, you need help. Racist Democrats back at it again with racist tweets. Who would have guessed that Liam, the racist Democrat, hates black people? Being from the South, this is one of the most insulting things you could ever do to a person of color, another user added. We approach things like this with far more sensitivity due to our past, but let me tell you, that is racist and has no place in this country. In no way is that amusing. Can only imagine what the response would be if a Republican congressional representative sent a picture of a Klan hoodie, he's calling it a hoodie, a Klan hood, let's call it that, to an African-American commentator, another observed. I'm glad that we're consistent in our outrage. Yeah, the fact that you went out and searched for this, and it's still up for how long, should show people that you have zero remorse for your actions, that you are refusing any kind of accountability. You say it's appropriate, but here we are, and it's still up, another commentator said Tuesday afternoon. Well, I don't know if he went out and searched for it. I think he cut it. I think that this is something he made. I think he made the Klan hood.
You think?
That's what it looks like. Or maybe he found a picture of it online.
No, it looks like a picture.
Maybe. This is beyond racist.
You can check it easily if it's his or saved from the internet.
So somebody thinks legal investigations should be started. That's pretty funny. What else did the candidate have to say? Omar, in one of his subsequent tweets, wrote that I studied extremist rhetoric for a living, and this stuff is really dangerous. I guess he's trying to say that what Candace Owens is saying is really dangerous? Yeah, citing statistics is really dangerous, guys. Never cite statistics. It's really dangerous. Never say things that are true about anybody who's any race whatsoever, ever. You have to create a false narrative. That's the only safe way to act. Otherwise, it's dangerous. Telling the truth is dangerous, guys. So let's not ever tell the truth ever again. What is dangerous is a white guy trying to intimidate a black woman because he disagrees with her, another commentator shot back. Reminds me of the 1920s when the KKK affiliated groups were erecting statues of Confederates to keep the black people in their place. As a history guy, you should know that. But O'Mara insisted that he wasn't trying to intimidate anyone. I was trying to call attention to efforts to do that. So quite the opposite. It hurts that we say, well, no, I don't actually think that he was trying to intimidate her, and I don't think anybody is confused as to what his intent was. He's just a moron is the problem. I mean, of course he was trying to say, this is your KKK hood. You're an evil white supremacist. It's just an idiotic thing to do. Anyway, the commenter, I might have been reading that as commentator for a long time. Okay, the commenter was, I've never read the word commenter before. I've never heard that. Somebody who comments is a commenter. That's funny. The commenter wasn't convinced, however. You tweeted a white hood at a black one because you disagreed with her. That's not the opposite of calling attention to a-holes who intimidate and try to silence black people. It hurts you. It hurts that you are stupid enough to keep defending your stupid actions. You need to apologize. With that, O'Mara said, I have and will continue to apologize. Sure, it was easily misunderstood and offensive. I apologize to anyone offended by the image and tweet. Well, I'm glad that he made this horrible... I mean, it's what you would call in tennis an unforced error, right? It's like the ball's coming at you. It's a perfectly easy shot to hit back, and you hit it into the net, right? I mean, the guy really effed up. Like, this is probably going to ruin his chances to win his seat, as a congressional candidate. And I'm glad for that, because we need as few Democrats in Washington as possible. But, yeah, this is just stupid. What an idiot. Anyway, but it just goes to kind of show that these people, they live in a sort of delusional world where they don't understand how what they're saying is going to be perceived. They don't understand that what Candace Owens is saying is just true. What she's saying is just true. There's nothing bad about what she's saying. There's nothing dangerous about what she's saying.
Racism.
Yeah, okay. And on that note, let's move on to the next story.
Do you want to read that super chat that we just got?
Okay, yeah, I'll have a look here. Let's see, Kristen Valeria, yes.
Because I am afraid that I'm gonna mispronounce some words.
Well, I can't quite get to it here. My thing's still loading because I wasn't on the page.
How is it loading so slowly?
Because I'm not on this page ever. I'm always on the news pages, and so when I go back to it, then
there it is.
All right, there we go. Nathaniel Love your show. It's very underrated. Definitely on par with some of the larger conservative YouTube channels. You guys epitomize common sense. That's the word that you were worried about. The word epitomize. Okay, well, the epitome of something is like the clearest example of something.
Okay.
Right.
Next story.
Nathaniel, we like you. Thank you very much. You want to thank Nathaniel for his lovely...
I think I saw comments from what's the name?
Nathaniel, yeah.
Nathaniel about my hair, I think.
Oh, and so you don't want to think about the super chat. You want to think about the hair comments. $5 is nice, but hair comments are priceless.
Yes.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's move on to the next story. You want to read?
Yeah. Social Justice for Toddlers, published by Washington Post.
Yeah, this is insane. This is insane. So let's go ahead and go to this. They report on this at the Fox News. I'll go ahead. This is the original article here. You can tell this guy is a social justice warrior just by looking at him. Toxic Masculinity. Weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.